psychiatrist could read your mind, but he didn't do that. Because there's nothing in your mind to read. Well, anyway, I liked him. He was very understanding. Pay me $85. I'll be understanding.
How could our train have left a half hour early?
Well, all the trains out of Appalachicoby leave early. That's what our town's famous for. Now, y'all may think this sounds kind of silly, but we actually printed "Our trains leave early" right on the town seal.
You have a town seal?
Cup of tea.
Oh, sure, Stanley. Anything you want, sweetheart.
Dorothy, come on, you have to start being nice to her, otherwise she's not going to give us that money.
Look, you ask her for it. She wouldn't refuse you.
You've got to do it, Dorothy. It would break Mama's heart if she knew I was a failure. To her, I have the business sense of a Rockefeller, the looks of a Gary Cooper.
You just sit there hour after hour after hour. Tell me about it. I just don't know what to do.
I'm trying to get comfortable.
Not me. You get too comfortable, you don't wake up.
Good night, Ma.
Good night.
Librarian saving all the books.
That is amazing. How'd she do that?
She took 2 books in one hand and one in the other and ran like the Dickens.
Your library only has 3 books. What happens when a person's read them all?
I guess we'll cross that bridge when we get to it.
He asked me for a divorce. I got the house and the kids. He got the tickets. Don't think I didn't put up a fight.
Oh, girls, I have terrible news. I failed my psychology exam. I'm just beside myself.
Oh, Blanche, you look on the bright side. It's just one test.
Oh, this is my midterm.
And school plays and Little League and worrying if you'd get through your gallbladder surgery and wondering if I'd get through another Sunday dinner at your mother's house. And the lean years when the business failed. And the good years.
Be able to surprise you again.
We figure this is the only way to do it.
Oh, you really did a great job.
I don't know what to say. Say, it's conga time.
I win.
We don't have a dictionary.
Yes, we do.
Not anymore. The robbers took it.
They stole our dictionary?
That's right. Too bad.
Ma, dizdam is not a word. You made it up.
It's a word.
Fine. Use it in a sentence. Looking at houses that may or may not belong to Lucille Ball.
Well, I'm not spending my vacation in New York getting mugged and groped and insulted.
I'll be happy to go anywhere they don't spit on Americans. Why don't you come with us?
I can't. Stan called. He's stopping by.
Oh, really? What's he gonna do, bring you some more flowers?
So hard to get everybody to like you that you never got around to liking yourself. And if you don't like yourself, you can't respect yourself. And if you can't respect yourself, neither can anybody else. Why don't you come on home? We still have 1 more week before you have to leave. I don't want to spend it fighting with you.
Presumably it was lost in the fire.
Maria was just out to get me. She was always jealous because I still had my own hair.
I'm sorry, Mrs. Petrillo. I have no choice but to bring you in on a charge of negligent arson.
My mother is 85 years old. I mean, surely
I'm sorry, the law recognizes no age limits.
Rose, who is this?
This is a friend. His name is Samuel. Samuel Plankmaker. Samuel, these are my roommates. Girls, you know Miles.
Gosh, I wish I could afford something pretty like this for my potential car buyers, but I'm having those end-of-the-month money problems.
Sophia, really fantastic.
I know.
Did you see that Emma Jane eat? I could not believe my eyes. That woman must weigh 275 pounds. She never stopped shoving it in. And then she had to talk the entire time. She just sprayed food all over the table like a mist. It'd be a terrible scandal. And then one day I had to make a decision. Benjamin invited me to our senior prom. I didn't know what to do. Should I go out with this boy I really cared for, or should I bow to the pressures of an unjust society?
Well, sounds like you girls had a nice afternoon.
Nice doesn't begin to describe it. We went shopping, we had lunch, we saw a movie, and we picked up theater tickets for tonight.
Oh, great. What are we seeing?
Oh, I feel terrible. See, you told me you'd probably be busy tonight.
People in it.
Ma, please, if not, I'm going to spend my entire vacation worrying about you.
Dorothy, I'll be fine. Besides, it'll be nice to have the house to myself. I can vacuum in the nude. Now get out of here. Take care, Sophia.
Honey, I'll call you the minute I get to the hotel.
We're ever in love. It just seemed as though we should be. And I learned something from that. It doesn't matter what anybody thinks. It's how you feel about each other. Am I making any sense?
Making a lot of sense. I was married. Ma, will you knock it off? I have to get back to sleep.
Oh, good. I'm so glad you're awake.
I'm so glad you're awake. I'm taking my bed back.
Fine. Rose, get into bed. Ma, get out of here and take your teeth with you.
Don't make fun of your mother. If I didn't wake up tomorrow, you'd never forgive yourself.
I'll risk it. Like a lightning bug, I put you in a glass jar and waiting for you to light up, I nearly suffocated you.
Jeez, Dorothy, you sure know how to beat a metaphor to death.
Ma, I love you.
I love you too, pussycat. Just promise me you'll never...
Depression, fatigue, symptoms very much like the ones you described.
Look, Dr. Stevens, I don't think you understand, so I'm going to tell you again. I am at a point now where I am so exhausted that sometimes I cannot speak. Literally, cannot speak. There are days when I can't get out of bed.
The trout almondine looks nice, doesn't it?
The trout? Well, I'm not sure. Oh, yes, it does. Good. Mm-hmm. That Chateaubriand that couple over there is eating looks even better.
There, Miles, have it. Please go for me. I'll feel better knowing this thing is finally over with.
Well, since you put it that way, but only as a personal favor to you, honey. Well, I guess I better go get dressed.
Thank you, Blanche. Can you believe that backstabbing slut?
You and Eddie?
We talked a lot between shows, and of course I didn't realize it, but he was falling for me.
Didn't have far to fall.
It started with little things.
I bet.
My relationship with Miles is really getting boring. We even make love the same.
How?
Well, first he says, let's go watch TV in the bedroom. And then I think, wait, he doesn't have a TV in the bedroom. And then he says, come lie down. I want to write down the number. Sorry.
Hasta la vista, baby.
Grandma, is this the one you said you liked?
Oh, yes, isn't that just... Rich, eligible men. I put an ad in the paper saying I have a Mercedes for sale for a very low price.
Blanche, you don't have a Mercedes.
But I'm renting one and pretending it's for sale. All day tomorrow, men are going to be showing up here for a test drive.
Your kidney?
My kidney.
Why would she need a kidney?
To feed the cat, Rose! Husband up with my sister. You don't see anything wrong with that?
That's perfectly normal. Do you know in some primitive societies it's considered good manners to give your ex-husband to your sister?
In some primitive societies, they leave their elderly out in a field for large birds to feed on.
This, Ann. I haven't had this much off the spool since I measured the couch for slipcovers.
Ma must have forgotten something.
Hi, Ma. Surprise.
Michael, what are you...
For a gift. This is a receipt for the diamond ring that you gave me on our 38th wedding anniversary.
I know.
You spent $2,500 on me?
About the procedure? I put in a temp, and now you are ready for a crown.
I'm not talking about the procedure.
I'm sorry I didn't get that.
You touched me. You fondled me. Didn't you?
Rose, this happens to dentists all the time. A side effect.
Well, we certainly enjoyed having you.
Yeah, right.
Welcome to the neighborhood.
Bye. Good night already.
Oh, I cannot believe you rushing them out of the house like that.
Rushing? They were here forever. 2 hours to eat pasta and a lousy salad.
Please shut up, Aunt Blanche.
You know, back in St. Olaf, we had a surefire method for getting babies to sleep.
If Herring, Elk, or anyone named Sven figures in this, I don't want to hear it.
Okay, I've got another one. Whenever my kids couldn't sleep, we always sang to them.
19 to 14. I promise our dear saint to the mother on a deathbed I'm going to join the priesthood. On my way to the seminary in Palermo, I stop off in a local trattoria for a glass of Chianti. The waiters bring a drink to the table. It's a...
You know, I'm really looking forward to Becky's visit, even though she is in a delicate condition.
Yeah, knocked up and single. How dainty.
Now, I think it's great that she's brave enough to have that baby by herself.
Look who's talking. The president of Knocked Up and Single.
Breakfast?
Well, aren't you afraid of being humiliated on the tennis court, Dorothy?
Me? Humiliated? I think you forget, Trudy, we have to wear tennis dresses.
You're on, you pathetic middle-aged cow.
I am looking forward to it, you miserable sack of cellulite.
Get real, Grandma. Either way, I'll get the bike. My folks will feel terrible because 2 mean old ladies forced me to return my toy. And because it was ruined in the accident on the way back to their house.
Accident?
See this water pistol? It's loaded with red...
Original Mickey Mouse Club sweatshirt that Roy wore. I got it at an auction.
Oh, my God, I loved Roy. Oh, there was something about him. Woof. Oh, Dorothy, I just can't imagine a better birthday present.
Neither can I. Blanche?
That's okay. I'll just let it ring.
I tell you, we're here because we have a very dear friend who is a patient here, and we have some concerns. She's a lovely old woman, very sweet and very kind, and we would really hope that in some way, you know, you could... Damn it, will you answer the phone?
What's your Edna?
Edna.
Did she like the beach?
You ever notice the birds?
I'm asking you about your late wife. You're asking me about birds?
At the park, they want you to feed them, but here they take care of themselves.
Here they come loose and yours aren't?
Please, Gloria, I'm happy for your children, all except Catherine. Now, she really should have taken the nose job instead of the Mustang for graduation.
This reminds me of when we were little, and you used to tell me bedtimes. Do you think you could be a little patient, Jamie?
Look, I know things move kind of slow here at Sunnybrook Farm, but we do have a plane to catch.
Into the kitchen.
What?
You heard me. Into the kitchen right now.
sound, and I assure you, she was happy.
Daddy, I have never been happier in my entire life.
Oh, I'm so glad. I was worried how you're going to react.
Daddy, you know nobody can ever replace Mama in my heart. But the important thing is... Honey, what you looking for? Nothing. Now, Sophia, tell me the truth.
Lowe's building.
She said she didn't care about it, that she'd never cared about it.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Wait, I really can't stay for coffee.
Oh.
Ladies, I want to thank you for a wonderful evening.
Well, thank you for coming. We certainly enjoyed having you.
And we hope we'll see you again soon.
And I'll see you tomorrow at the office, Jonathan.
Rose, could we have dinner tomorrow after work? There's something important I want to talk to you about.
Now, don't say another word. Just go to sleep.
Can I leave my light on?
All right, yes.
I want you to know, Blanche, I really appreciate this.
Did I just say go to sleep?
I can't. I'm too scared.
You what?
It cost me my entire life savings, but I don't care. I'm going to sail around the world, and it's all because of you. And I want you to come along with me.
Uh-oh. I don't think Seraphina's a worthy opponent for me anymore.
Why not, Sophia?
I'm afraid she's losing it. I just got her next chess move. She bit 4 spades.
Well, the reviews are finally in.
Whatever happens. I love you.
None of us would feel if we were stood up 3 times. 3 whole times. 3 in a row. Count them. 1, 2, 3. Oh, I'm sorry, Blanche. Oh, come on, honey. Sit down. Now, it's not so bad. Do what the rest of us do.
We don't keep chicken soup here. We only have vegetable soup, and if that looks like vegetable soup, you're in a lot of trouble.
How are you gonna know it's mine?
I'll know it's yours because I'll put your name on it.
How old are you?
Too old for you.
Has he been your doctor ever since you...
Lasagna or cannelloni?
Oh, Mom makes great lasagna. I can never get mine to taste as good. She says it's because I don't sing to my marinara sauce. That's her secret. She sings opera to her sauce. Except, of course, during the holiday season when she sings Nat King Cole.
Sorry, I guess I'm just a little wound up. Well, that's Holly now. Will you guys help me through this?
Well, sure, absolutely.
Oh, thanks a million. God, I hate this woman. Holly.
Rose, oh, Rose, it's so...
I will continue to see Glenn for as long as I please.
Is he gonna leave his wife?
Ma, for the first time in a long time, I am really happy. So please leave me alone.
If you're so happy, how come I hear you pacing in your room night after night?
I can't sleep. I have a lot on my...
Thanks. If I want to look at pictures, I got a photomat. Besides, Rose brought me. She's waiting outside with the dog. Hey, you ever stick your head out of a car window doing 50? What a rush!
Hello! And who do we have here?
This is my...
Activities. And I better call Simon and cancel our date for tonight. You know, I'm really starting to care about him, and I wouldn't want him worrying about my recording his performance. You know how fragile men's egos are. One little thing like screaming out the wrong name, and they go all to pieces.
Please, just do it. Please. Please. Pretty please.
Oh, all right. Don't beg. You sound just like your Uncle Carmine after he'd been away on a goat drive. So you're not going to tell us what happened? Nope. Well, Sophia, that's your choice, but I think you're making a mistake.
Blanche, I took her to the airport so she could catch a plane to be with this guy Miles. It must really be something.
So is Rose.
So, either of you ladies care to dance?
Doug, you left here with another woman. You were going to take her to your place. Now you come back here and ask us if we...
Me too. Besides, spending all your time with Sophia isn't really helping her, Dorothy. She needs to get out there and meet her own friends.
I'm not going. She needs me.
Dorothy, please give this thing you're doing some thought. Raymond is such a great guy, and he's been more than reasonable. And he's the only man who hasn't dumped you after the first date in... Lifesaver?
What kind you got?
Peppermint.
I don't like peppermint. I like butterscotch. You got butterscotch?
Does it say 7-Eleven across my forehead? I got peppermint.
Well, try one. I like butterscotch better. What is this, coconut?
Same old Rose.
Same old Rose.
Oh, anyway, he was a great entertainer. We thought for a while he was a great little dancer, too, till we discovered he had 2 left wings. He'd just shuffle along there. Oh, how he loved music, especially Gilbert and Sullivan. Oh,
Sophia, I have some confessions to make to you. I was never a big shot gangster. I was never a big shot nothing. All I was is an assistant cook at Chowder House in Bayonne, New Jersey. Not the kind of a fellow that you used to going around with. I didn't want to...
What? You care for me? You care for a cat or a dog or a goat? When I tell you I love you and you tell me you care for me?
Oh, please, Sophia. I care for you a lot.
I'm going home, and don't bother driving me.
Oh, look, so...
1,000 words.
No.
All right, I'll get you a picture. Now move. Hey, that sign says no soliciting. Come back here and I'll blow your head off. Capiche? I'll get it. Pussycat, I have another hypothetical.
Sugar, I didn't expect to see you here.
Daddy, I just heard what happened, and I'm so sorry. I truly am.
Oh, don't worry. It's my own fault. If I wasn't such a stubborn old fool.
Now, don't be hard on yourself.
Well, it's true. I never should have tried that.
Back.
Hello. Dorothy isn't here. She was arrested on a morals charge this morning. I know, you just never know, do you? Have a nice day.
It man in your suitcase? Right. Picture it. New York City, 1956. I was a young widow returning to Sicily. There I was on the boat alone, watching Lady Liberty grow smaller in the distance, when suddenly I heard a voice from the vicinity of my knees.
All smarter and more talented than I was. And then when I was 16, I discovered I had a talent, too. The talent to drive men crazy with a body that many said should have come with a warning label.
Blanche, please.
After a while, I learned that I could use my looks to my advantage, so I did. Regularly.
And love and inspiration, and you make it sound dirty. Thank you.
Girls, I have a question. A vital question. I want you to think long.
A few minutes to help me move my stuff. Thief? What? You heard me. What's that on your neck? A what? I'm talking about my necklace, the one Mommy gave me for confirmation. You always wanted that necklace. I did not. Then why'd you take it? To cover the what? Give me back my necklace.
Oh, come on, Mom.
Oh, no.
You appear to be in fine physical shape. Do you have any more questions?
Of course. Do I have it?
Oh, we'll have the results when you come back in 3 days.
3 days? What are you talking about? I expect when I go to a hospital for an AIDS test to find out.
I'm sorry, I wish it was faster, but it takes us that long to be sure.
Now, believe me, you'll be better off once I put you out of your misery. I have never killed another living thing in my entire life. All right, a bug. Yes, I have killed bugs, but they don't count. Blanche Everlast is a brand name, not a nickname.
What kind of a place is this anyway?
I don't know, an old office building or a warehouse.
It looks to me like the kind of place where shady dealings go on. Boy, understand none.
I'll start loading the car.
Don't take any of that. That's the pile I'm keeping here.
All of this?
Well, I can't part with those things. They're all so special to me.
What's so special about this?
Oh, look.
Take this seriously. I'm just going to do the history by myself.
Hey, keep away from that.
What are you... What's in the box?
Mexican jumping beans.
Ma.
Sorry, Hispanic jumping beans.
You don't want me to know?
Didn't? Oh, really? Well, I have it on videotape. Would you like to see it? Get out.
Rose, you sounded so strange on the phone. Is something wrong? Tell me.
Well, why don't we sit down first?
What?
Hi, Rose. How's it going?
Hi, Blanche.
God, I hate morning people.
Ever since I've been a candy striper, I've been giving all my patients the traditional St. Olaf fun pack. Each one has a pack of gum, a bar of soap, and sock puppets.
What's inside, a pit or a pearl? This is a 25-cent nectarine.
Fine, sold.
Well, don't stand there like a bump on a pickle. Give the man a quarter. I count my blessings every day because I have the kind of friends who stand by you through the bad and the good. When you're lucky enough to find that kind of friendship, I guess you just want to pass it on.
Dorothy, he's perfect for you. He knows your shoe size and he doesn't care. It's late. Why didn't somebody wake me up? Because the last time I walked into your bedroom unannounced, some guy missed the trampoline and almost killed me. That is exactly the kind of thing I don't want.
You're dying, not when you're on vacation. I've waited my whole life to ride Space Mountain, and nothing, you hear me? Nothing is going to stop me. Why are you always taking her side?
Talk and we slept together tonight.
Yes, it's a beautiful sports car you've always dreamed of. Retail price $23,000. Now, Dorothy, Blanche, Willard, and Fred, it's time to see what you did pick. Are you ready?
Yes, we're ready, yes, we're ready.
Because have I got something for you? A brand...
Miles did buy some bikinis, but just the bottoms.
I have been watching Miles for a while, and I think he's going through a crisis. He is showing all the signs, trying to act trendy, trying to be young, and if he's also wearing bikinis...
Gage.
Well, we didn't, but it wasn't because I didn't try. Oh. I can still remember the night of the big rally before the homecoming game. Oh, there stood Ham, just handsome as ever. I walked over to him and asked him the one question that had been burning on my tongue for the last 4 years. Ham?
Oh, Ma, I hate it when you're right, and I guess I knew you were right all along.
What are you going to do, Dorothy?
Well, I'll have to have a talk with Eddie. I mean, it is obvious that this relationship has to taper off. All right, I'll end it. That's when Stan did his walrus imitation with the straws up his nose.
Sure have come a long way since then.
Yeah, now Stan uses breadsticks.
I had quite a crush on you.
You did?
Sure did. And that's why I'm glad we're here together tonight. I know it makes...
My test is in 2 weeks, and I do not want to blow it.
You'll pass, you'll pass.
I don't want to pass. I want an A.
You're the same as you were in grade school, A's. You always had to get an A. Your brother thought a book was to sit on. You always had to get an A. Good night.
Good night, Mom.
If I breathe in it...
Okay, worse, you won't be barren. And you know what else, Goldfine? That sandwich I gave you yesterday, it was ham.
What is it?
Gladys wants to take a man to Tony Bennett in my place. Oh, Sophia, calm down, honey. It's all right if you want to drop your girlfriend because a man asked.
Oh, I'm sorry. Does Rose know?
No.
Oh, good. I don't think you ought to tell her. After all, she's not as worldly and sophisticated about these things as I am.
Absolutely. If she finds out Danny Thomas is a lesbian, it'll break her. What did she model? Car covers?
You'll have to forgive my mother.
It's just that we didn't expect you to be this fat.
Hello? Oh, hi. Yes, I heard you call. What a pleasant surprise. Well, I'm pretty sure I can make it. Just let me check my book. You know, when you pray, the kitchen almost becomes a chapel.
He made me think he was attracted to me, Dorothy. He deserves the electric chair. That'd shock the smirk right off his smug, limey face.
Ma.
What?
That noise.
What noise?
The noise you're making with your nose and throat.
I got a post-nasal drip. What would you like me to do? Drown and
Go. Honey, you know what you should do? Sit down, write down everything that you like about Blanche. Honey, if you care for someone, it's important to remember why they're in your life.
I guess you're right. I guess I was pretty hard on her. I can't believe I made...
Hi. Well, Rose, I thought you had a date with Mr. Terrific.
Oh, he'll be over in a little while. The producer had to have an important meeting with him after the show.
Actually, I have a feeling it was to discuss some of the recommendations that I made.
I hope you recommended he do some exercise. A man shouldn't be allowed to wear...
I do think Jake did a wonderful job. Where is he, by the way?
Oh, I don't know. Probably out in the kitchen.
There he is, over by the dessert table.
Oh, he looks great in his tux.
Hunter, would you be a dear and get me another wine spritzer?
Of course.
Girls, I want you to do me a great big favor.
What is it?
Ma, could you narrow that down a bit?
But what's his name on TV, on the news? The one who glues his head to the ceiling. Oh, I think she means that consumer reporter on Channel 8, Enrique Mas. That's the guy. Hey, that's not such a bad idea. He helps a lot of people. Well, I believe he must be the...
What do you mean?
I mean, that part wasn't in my dream. That means the dream's broken. We're going back to Miami. We're going to be all right.
Not me. Well, you two faced your fears. Dorothy got on the plane. You faced your dream. I didn't give my speech.
Give it now. Yeah. Yes. Go on. Now, you wrote it. You give it. Go on. You can do it.
It's twice as dangerous. Her jewelry was mute testimony that Charlie Chaplin wasn't the only tramp who hit it big in this town.
You do this on first dates, don't you, Dorothy? Does this mean you'll go?
Of course we'll go.
Oh, sure. Way to go, Blanche. Because of you and your lousy advice, I've lost miles. Well, if you're going to come on with this attitude and tweak my nose, and by the way, don't ever do that again because I hate it, I'm not going to help you. How was your date with Tony? Do you enjoy getting old ladies in trouble?
Dorothy, my new life. How close I'm going to start it to the beach?
Going once? Going twice?
You still want to tell me this isn't degrading?
Don't be ridiculous. It's for chap.
Listen, Rose, you are not to blame. Now, you know that.
Of course I know that. She was driving the combine. I wasn't anywhere near their
Come on, Rose.
plant food. It still doesn't feel right. Let me tell you a story. Picture it. Sardinia, 1932. I thought these stories of yours always took place in Sicily. Can a person go away for the weekend?
Why should I be standing in line, just waiting for bread? Once I built a...
Well, then what do I say?
I think I know something that could work. We could break up right in front of her.
Even just like that?
Sure. Sometime between the secretaire and the miss or something. We just blow up and then I storm out of here and that's that.
And I stay behind and call off the wedding.
Be perfect. Dorothy, it's...
Amen. Nice work, Dorothy.
Wasn't me.
Sweet Jesus, am I in trouble?
But now you're here in front of me and you can't run away. And I finally get to have what you tried to cheat me out of. I finally get to say goodbye, Stanley.
Look, Dorothy,
I said goodbye, Stanley.
Want ROSC sewn in the back? If it's not too much trouble. Space Mountain, here I come.
Ma, I told you no scary rides.
And we better find another way to get to the airport. The cabbie is wearing a turban. Want ROSC sewn in the back? If it's not too much trouble. Space Mountain, here I come.
Ma, I told you no scary rides.
And we better find another way to get to the airport. The cabbie is wearing a turban. Oh, I think this is wonderful. It was wonderful. It was beautiful. It was romantic. It was just everything I dreamed it could be.
Oh, Blanche, we're so happy for you.
Well, don't be, because I can't marry him. We can go anywhere and do anything you want on God's magnificent earth.
Boy, you're showing a good mood for a Sunday morning. Uh-oh. Sarah and I can wait in the kitchen if you need a few minutes to say goodbye to Uncle whoever.
No, nothing like that. Well, I thought maybe the three of us could go to church together just like...
Why do I feel like I just fell through the looking glass?
Blanche, how can you, of all people, say something like that? Well, Rose Nyland, I have never lived with a man without the benefit of marriage.
Excuse me, Blanche. I think what you mean is you have never lived with...
To look good at this wedding.
Look, Ma, I don't know how to break this to you.
Gently, I'm old.
Giuseppe Mangiacavallo has had a fabulous life. He's in his 80s, is a multimillionaire, and enjoys perfect health.
Well, it's a very slow-acting curse.
So it would appear.
Oh, the Mother's Days we used to have on the farm. First of all, the kids would wake me up by brushing our cat, Mr. McTavish, against my ear. Then they'd give me breakfast in bed, Belgian waffles and buttermilk. And then they'd paint faces on their socks and do a little puppet show called Elf Kingdom.
Welcome to show business.
girls. Oh, loved meeting your director friend yesterday. Dinner, Dorothy, was delicious.
My pleasure.
Oh, I really enjoyed it too. In fact, I had such a good time, I forgot all about old what's his name. Fidel. Oh, honey, I know what his name is.
No, I mean, there he is. And he has his arms around another woman.
Hey, mum's a word. He's in the shower, right? Hey, yo, Ted.
Stanley, your brother isn't here.
Where is he?
Well, how should I know? He left last night around 11:30.
That doesn't make sense.
You're telling me?
Oh, this is strange.
Dang, I'm so happy and so sad. Kind of a happy sad.
Speaking of sad,
Shut
Blanche.
up, Rose.
She's crying already. What's the difference?
Rose, pick that up.
I just can't believe it.
Talk. I have a feeling they'll do the rest.
Sounds logical to me.
To me, too, but don't forget we're dealing with two old women here who think that boils on a man are a sign of virility. I mean, logic doesn't exactly apply here.
Well, at least we can give it a try.
I think Rose is right. Dorothy, why don't you take Angela and we'll talk to Sophia.
A train?
Rose, you miss a lot of things. He got on the plane all right. I checked with the airline.
Well, you probably just missed each other at the airport.
Dorothy, I was standing there at the gate from the moment the first passenger got off. I paged him. I checked with airport security. I called the police. Oh.
I just found out I'm the most boring person alive.
Did something happen to Regis Philbin?
No. I was listing my accomplishments for the St. Olaf Woman of the Year, and it wasn't until I saw them in black and
Dorothy, look who I found.
Ma, what are you doing here?
I brought you your lunch. You left it at home.
Oh, thank you, but you didn't have to come all the way down here.
Ah, it gave me an excuse to put my teeth in.
Well, as long as you're here, would you like a tour?
no thanks. Safely, and you won't have to lie to the phone company.
Bye.
I forgot my purse.
Oh.
I know I'm forgetting something else. I know it. I just know.
Oh, come on. Now, Rose, calm down.
Are you sure you want to go through with this?
Oh, yes. But Lily and I have barely spoken since she left. That was 2 months ago. It was still a pretty crazy thing to do, but at least it's nice to know you did it because you cared about me.
Okay, let's get back to our dates. I want Howard to get me tipsy and take advantage of me.
Blanche. Howard's my date.
Oops.
I was going to let Kirsten leave tomorrow and never tell her the truth. I was willing to risk having her hate me to protect Charlie.
All right, Rose, out with it. What did Holly do that's so terrible?
Why do you care? You won't believe me anyway.
Hey, Sicilians can always recognize two things. When someone is telling the truth and when they've had their fingerprints changed. I know, whatever you're gonna...
Speaking of God, I made a little promise that if he got me through this operation alive, I would tell you the truth about how I got this hernia.
You mean not from lifting up the sofa?
Oh, please, it's Wicca. A few of us gals thought it would be funny to put Gladys's VW on the lawn while she was having her feet sanded.
Or Dynasty, or Falcon's Landing, or one of those. They're all the same.
Oh, I thought you were the one.
Oh, please, I could never do anything like that. If you saw my brother-in-law, you'd know why.
Now look, Rose, you're going to have to go too.
Gee, that might even get you on the 6 o'clock news.
Well, the table on the lanai is all set. I guess Rebecca should be here with Jeremy any minute.
Blanche, did Rebecca bring Jeremy to Miami just to meet you?
I don't know. She didn't say, and I didn't want to ask.
Oh, but you think he might be her boyfriend?
Oh, I don't think so. I didn't see any pictures of him when I went this.
Now, you sleep well, and I'll see you in the morning. I love you.
Thank God, I thought you'd never shut up.
The best thing that's happened to me since I met George. I'm just a stupid old fool, sitting up all night with a broken heart.
Blanche Devereaux, I cannot believe what I am hearing. You are the prettiest, most vibrant, most exciting woman I know. Men
Much in love. Now, what were you saying?
Uncle Angelo, I wanted to say... Don't just stand there, Papa Bear. Come give Mama Bear a big bear hug. Can I get you another slide? Sleep with Blanche Devereaux. Join the army, be all you can be, and sleep with Blanche Devereaux. The Marines are looking for a few good men who have not slept with Blanche Devereaux.
All right. Who put the Raisin Bran in the refrigerator?
I did. Do you have a problem with that?
Yes, I do. I have two problems. For as long as they have left.
Must be one hell of a cup of coffee.
I'm in real trouble here, George. Our marriage is in real trouble.
Excuse me, honey. Hello? Yeah. Describe the pain. Uh-huh.
Sister?
Yes?
These ladies and I found a wallet with some money in it.
Yes, but until the rightful owner shows up to claim it, we were wondering where we could put it so it'd be safe.
In a bank?
But whose bank?
Well, couldn't you open up a joint account in all your names?
I don't know. See, I really don't know these people.
Well, maybe you could both put up equal...
I always dreamed of retiring.
I just don't want you to wake up one day and think that you've missed the opportunity to do something really great.
Rose, it sounds like you're maybe just bored with me. Look, let's take a rain check on tonight, okay? I'm feeling kind of tired anyway. I'll call you tomorrow.
Ma, what's the matter?
I can't sleep all night long, tossing and turning. I'd get more rest on Space Mountain.
I'm sorry, Ma, I can't help it.
Hey, I could live with the tossing and turning. Your cold feet are what's driving me crazy. It's like having two size 9 fudgicles pressed up against my butt. It'll give you something to make him feel guilty about. Most women go through 3-4 years of marriage for ammunition like that.
Hello, Miami Mom's Catering.
It's Ramon.
Tell him he's a scum of the earth.
Dorothy, fix him a plate.
Later, Ma.
Breathe normally.
Later I could be dead. I won't know whether he liked it.
Sophia, please. I can't hear. And I ate at my mother's.
What did you eat?
Kreplach.
You're Jewish?
All right, now, relax,
How come so many doctors are Jewish?
because their mothers are.
And Teresa didn't have a heart.
Uncle Nunzio?
Uncle Nunzio died to get away from Aunt Teresa.
My mother died of old age, and my father fell off a donkey. So we got healthy hearts in our family.
Very, very healthy.
That's good. That's a good thing.
There shouldn't be heart attacks. Even entertain the notion that he's slipping away because he's homesick for this godforsaken place. What's going on?
I think he recognizes the picture of Uncle Hingelblatter's farm.
Oh, my God! Then he is homesick! I'm a murderer!
The story.
Oh, fine, but then you'd miss the joke between the two crows on the telephone wire.
The gist of the story, Rose.
Well, in the last panel, Sonia tells her mother and her mother understands.
Here. The very first night he was in America, his uncle took him to a movie. He felt more excited than he ever had in his whole life watching that movie because of the feeling he got sitting in that theater with all those other people, laughing together, getting scared together. He felt like those people were his friends.
Nice robe. Why don't I put you down for an extra session this week?
Look, Carol, it's nice to see you, but this is really a rather personal matter.
Oh, don't worry. Richie tells me about all his cases.
That isn't true, is it, Richie?
Don't worry, I tell her things in very...
We'll look into this first thing Monday morning.
It can't wait.
You're right. We'll do something immediately. We'll fill out a form. Must be one in here somewhere. It's okay. Sexual discrimination, sexual education, sexual harassment. Okay.
I don't even know who Marcus Allen is.
Then let me put it to you another way. Rose, when are you going to face up to the fact that your daughter is not the goody two-shoes you think she is?
What do you mean by that?
Rose, what would you call a girl who sleeps with a man she has known for one day?
A damn good sport.
Terrific idea.
Oh, what's that?
Well, I've been reading and rereading Isaac's letters, and I've finally decided to tell him I want to meet him.
But you said you wouldn't.
Well, I know what I said, but that was because I never believed I'd find such a special man.
What makes you think he's special?
Gosh, I didn't realize how long Dorothy's solo is. I sure hope the doctor says she's gonna be all right.
Heading of lust.
I'm really confused.
Look, life is tough. I'm not happy that a fellow human being is passing away, but it's out of our control. If we don't make a few bucks on this deal, somebody else will.
Before you slept with my mother.
Dorothy.
Ma, this is the most upsetting thing you have ever done. I am shocked. I am disappointed. I am speechless.
We're getting married.
I am very lightheaded.
And sweetheart, I want you there with me.
Chicago? Go to Chicago? I don't even know you.
Rose, honey, but I was not going to let it break us up. We are staying together. I don't care what happens. We are family. We are a team.
Come on, everybody, group hug.
This is Mama. Hi. Nothing's wrong. Do I have to have a reason to call you? Just thought I'd call and see how you're doing. Really? Oh, that's great. You know, Janet, I was thinking maybe I could just sneak away for a few days and...
So, I tear up my priest application, ask Philomena to marry me, and we'll live the next 72 years in a wedded bliss.
Well, why did you keep it a secret all these years?
I was afraid that my family's gonna turn on me. They find out that I broke a promise to them.
Who is it?
Sagalangelo.
Come in.
Dorothy.
Wake you. Oh, God. One at a time, Blanche. Anyway, I just wanted to say I think you're still doing a terrific job. Of course, there's some things I don't understand, like poverty.
And in fact, back home, I used to run our town's Wilton wagon. Oh, boy, was that fun. Whenever a new family would move into St. Olaf, we'd all hop on the tractor and ride out to the new neighbor's farm. 30 or 40 of us carrying vats of smoked fish and big pitchers.
Dorothy, where's the cheese?
Right turn, left turn, right turn. Must find the cheese. Must find the cheese.
Dorothy?
Oh, I'm sorry. Listen, Rose, may I ask you a question? A purely hot...
I took great pains with this guest list, and frankly, there is room here for only one young, attractive female. Ooh, then I just got in under the wire.
Boy, look at that great shiny.
No one can help you with that decision, Dorothy. I can't tell you what to do. I mean, I won't be around forever. I'd like to know there was someone here to love you and take care of you like you take care of me. Maybe he could give you a bigger allowance. I mean, it's nice now and then to buy something that's not generic.
I'm not a Gabor.
You're telling me. Listen, big news. Zsa Zsa's coming to town.
Gloria is coming here?
I wish I knew why you two didn't get along. I just don't understand it. For some reason, you've always been jealous of my good daughter. Should I just sit here a little while longer and look at the Christmas tree?
Oh, it sure is beautiful, isn't it? I think I'll stay and keep you company.
I think that's a good idea. This has been such a pleasant evening. I hate to see it end.
Oh, me too.
Giving me problems, and you are?
We are the world.
I'm Dorothy Zbornak. This is my mother, Sophia. We're here to talk to you.
Hello? No.
Two Jews, an Arab, and a priest walk into a
I don't understand what you're so upset about.
The Rusty Anchor is my place, damn it, not yours.
Blanche, you were the one who begged me to come down here.
David! Oh, David!
Is this your kid?
Honey, what happened to you?
It wasn't my fault, I promise.
He stowed away in the airplane lavatory when they landed in Miami, and the authorities picked him up in the duty-free shop in Freeport.
You went to the Bahamas?
I went to the bathroom.
Usually worked like a charm. Except every once in a while, there'd be a cow with a particularly low udder, and it would brush across my forehead and wake me up.
I just don't know what I'm gonna do. I'm just torn and confused. Guess I'll have to think about it all tomorrow. After all, tomorrow is another day.
Great. Welcome aboard.
Well, she seems like a nice person. Where's she from?
I don't know.
Is she a beach person?
I don't know.
How long have you lived together?
About a year.
Really?
Look, Rose, we all kind of go our separate ways.
Ma, what are you doing?
Living. Pardonnez-moi.
I just can't study with the noise.
Fine, I'll stop breathing.
Look, I haven't studied since David arrived. My test is...
That was better than I thought it would be. Now I can't wait to get down.
Hi. Can I get you ladies drinks?
I'll have a Manhattan, and I'm watching, so don't slip me any of the cheap stuff.
I'll have another Harvey Wallbanger.
Seen quite a bit of Mr. Rollbanger tonight.
I'm celebrating because
She's my sister. My sister that I hate. I wish I could give her my kidneys, let her get up all night. And what if I gave her my kidney, and then the one good kidney I have left stops working? What do I do then? Ask for my kidney back?
you'd be an Indian giver.
Dorothy, I know it sounds odd, but this is the room where Grammy and I used to have all of our heart-to-hearts. I would snuggle up in one of her homemade Afghans, and whatever problems I had in life, she would make right. And then after she died,
No, actually, not till you stepped off, but I know it's not a good sign when the first rebound goes into the low 120s.
Oh, Blanche, honey, don't worry. All you need is a little spring tune-up.
I suppose you're bored and dissatisfied, and you'll end up unhappy. I hate to see that happen to you, pussycat. But if you think you can handle that, just look me straight in the eye, and I'll drop the whole thing.
Ma, I can handle that.
Both eyes. Well, I'll never understand what Jean doesn't see in the opposite sex, but hey, if that's what makes her happy, that's fine by me.
There's one other thing.
Jean thinks she's in love with Rose.
Rose? Jean has the hots for Rose? I don't believe it. I do not believe it.
Oh, it must have been one of the guys from work. Yeah, that's it.
I've heard enough.
Please, Dorothy, you'll have the time of your life.
The time of my life? Stan, the last time you said that, it took 12 seconds. And I ended up 3 months pregnant at my own wedding.
Look, I'll level with you. I got...
Ma, how did this happen?
Vincenzo, no il garage, ma una stanza da letto.
Stanza da letto? Sofia, tu mi hai detto un garage di prima classe, ti ho dato un garage di prima classe.
It was a slight misunderstanding. You see, in Sicily, every region has its own diet.
Missed it when I was grounded for catching a smoke in the boys' John.
Dorothy, we're shafted.
Do you think you could have the bike by this weekend?
Listen, Daisy, I don't like being intimidated, I do not like being threatened, and frankly, kid, I don't like you, and I am not going...
It's for Dorothy. I think it's Glenn. That's the 4th time he's called today. Well, you know what we're supposed to tell him. Go on. Hello? Dorothy's not home and she's never coming home again. Now, don't call here anymore. This is Rose. Who is this?
I can see how close the two of you are and how close you are to Rosa Blanche.
Well, we've all learned a lot from each other. I mean, Ma taught me life does not end because you've reached a certain age, and I've become much more comfortable with my sexuality because of Blanche. And Rose has taught me...
नाही लागणार कोणाला ठाव दोन्ही साऱ्याच्या माझं नाव थरथर कापतो तालुका कोणी किती बी करा डाव नाही लागणार कोणाला ठाव दोन्ही साऱ्याच्या माझं नाव थरथर कापतो तालुका हे दादा आपलं नाव हे गावागावात गाजलंय हे मागलंय म्हणून गाजलंय भल्या भल्याला पाणी मागलंय मागलंय म्हणून गाजलंय भल्या भल्याला पाणी मागलंय नका करू तुम्ही माझा नाद मला समजू नका साध करता करताना तुम्ही वाद मग होताना बरबाद नका करू तुम्ही माझा नाद मला समजू नका साध करता करताना तुम्ही वाद मग होताना बरबाद अग्नी संघ खेळल्यावरती वैर लक्ष्य भाजलंय ये माजलंय म्हणून गाजलंय भल्या भल्याला पाणी माजलंय माजलंय म्हणून गाजलंय भल्या भल्याला पाणी माजलंय मी अग्नीचा रे ज्वाला नका जातो तुम्ही वाघाला येणं येऊ दे कोणी बी त्याला नाही तर कोणाच्या बाला मी अग्नीचा रे ज्वाला नका जातो तुम्ही वाघाला येणं येऊ दे कोणी बी